Good morning. My name's Steve Tackett. I'm the systems architect at CarDealerships.com, and today I'm here to show you the Dealer Leads platform. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, and the episode's about math doesn't lie. We're going to talk about classified sites. We all know how they work. You don't need some fancy sales presentation. We're going to look at the things that matter. How many goal conversions took place from the traffic that we drove to the 15 dealerships in this example deck. We are a founding member of the Automotive Standards Council. Why? Because for the last decade, every vendor has been tracking the metrics completely different. There was no way to compare who was good and who was not, and half of the stuff wasn't accurate. ASC stepped up and standardized it, and the numbers are off the chart beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a look. We own and operate 24 automotive classified sites, EMDs, exact match domain names, things that people type when they're searching for cars. There's no display advertising. There's no competitor ads on VDPs. It is the simplest of classified sites. We see customers scouring classified sites when they are at the bottom of the buying funnel. Our conversions, the metrics that you're about to look at, back up that statement ironclad. Visibility means more eyeballs on cars, means the car's sold. It is the epitome of taking your inventory and getting 24 automotive classified sites to brag about your store and the cars you have for sale every single day. Those classified sites do nothing but go to work for you in your neighborhood. That's it. We run an AI watchdog overlay. What does that mean? We track every URL that a customer clicks on when he's in the network. And we track it for up to 180 days. This particular scenario, this customer is on a VDP on CarDealerships.com. He's looking at a red SUV. He has already looked at 9 others on 6 other automotive classified sites that we own and operate. Our AI is starting to build a behavioral targeting on this customer. So with the data that you have in front of you, can we say this customer's in market for a red SUV or a red truck? Yeah. Now, the search criteria on the price point was within $2,000 each time. Now we know his budget. In addition to that, the years that he was searching were plus or minus 1 because the body styles never changed. I know what body he wants, I know what color car he's going to try and buy, and I know his price point. That allows me to put the best vehicle in front of this customer at any time. And once he's in the system, it doesn't matter which site he goes to, he's going to see the best car over and over and over. Now the laws of attraction play. Now the customer's in love with the vehicle, and we get that ever coveted phone call, click to chat, click to text, or lead form fill. We'll start with a Chevy dealer. I'm going to go through quick because there's no need to explain. We all know how classified sites work. We track total events. This particular dealership in a 30-day run had 173 click-to-calls. Form engagement. We don't count that in the math, but I wanted to show you this because we can track it, we can look at it. This is a soft goal conversion. It indicates buyer intent. 436 for us, 1,000 for Google. Watch what happens in the next slide. Out of my 436, only 10 submitted a lead. Google sent over 1,000, only 49 submitted a lead. You cannot rely only on lead forms. There is a multitude of other areas on your website the customer can engage where you get his information. Hard goal conversion. That's what we count on when we establish ROAS and ROI. 50 digital retail process. We do not count this in the math. Why? Because we don't know that the customer filled it out and hit the submit button. However, we do give credit when a milestone, a significant milestone is reached. So if your first one is give me your first, last name, and your email, and that sends a recording to your CRM, now we have something to work on. That is a significant milestone. CTA interaction, soft goal conversion. And again, this is the only dealer we're going to look at this on. Soft goal conversion. But if he's clicking on the CTAs, those are engagement points. This counts as a soft goal conversion. It's an indicator that the 7,700 customers that I sent this dealership last month that spent 1 minute and 17 on site were highly engaged. Google was at a minute and 23, and GMB was at 2:19. The metrics: 12 points, event per session over the dealer's 10.8, 74% engagement rate, resulting in these metrics. Page views, soft goal conversion. Menu interaction, soft goal conversion. I removed all of the other traffic to show you the classified sites are immediate gratification. On April 1st, we had nothing. And no, that's not an April Fool's joke. April 2nd, he was pulling in 50 customers a day. As we syndicate all the way out through all 24 classified sites, he ramps up and levels out right at 300 shoppers a day on a $4,500 spend. Now the math. I invite you to use my big pencil. Take it to my math. I had to do it standardized. 20% gross or close rate, 15% close rate, 10% close rate. There's no way I could ever attempt to guess at your appointment set rate, your show rate, or your closing average. So you get standardized mathematics and my big pencil. Go for it. Out of the 7,700 shoppers, we completed 183 hard goal conversions. They're detailed here on every slide where we close out. The 50 ASC retail process, again, we don't count those in the math here. We've got a $24 cost per lead and 58 cents per click. We can go through this over and over and over. The numbers are all the same. 380 click-to-call submissions on a 30-day campaign. Form submissions, 39. Google did 48. Undetectable did 40. Well, undetectable doesn't count. If I don't know who it is, it doesn't count. 9 texting form submits. Let's do the math. $17.90 on a cost per lead, 80 cents cost per click. 42x on the return on ad spend on this dealership if you calculate at 15% closing rate. 970 click-to-calls. This is a 4-month campaign, bird's eye view. So I gave you 1 month of April, and then I gave you the full 4 months so that you know that, it gives you a better accurate on the cost per lead. Some of them are high. We get up in the 30s, 40s, 50s. 102 form submissions, 15 text form submits. Let's do the math. 52,000 sessions delivered, $30,000 spent, 970 click-to-calls, 102 form submissions, 15 text to submits, $27 cost per lead, 50 cents a click. At a 15% close rate, we're running a 26x on the return on ad spend. These metrics go on and on and on. I will include the PDF file, but I wanted to do a video so that I got to meet you guys face to face. My cell phone is available 24 hours a day, 6 days a week. Used to be 7, but I've been married for 34 and a half years, and she took a day away from me. Anyway. 82 click-to-call submissions, we finished second highest. 18 form submissions, again, we finished second highest. $15 cost per lead, $1.74 cost per click, a 50x on the return on ad spend for this dealership for the month of April with a $1,500 ad spend. The budget's completely up to you. We go to work, and we try and drive as much relevant, high-quality traffic as possible. This is first-generation traffic coming to your website. We never collect a lead form. We never capture customers' information. We're delivering first-generation traffic, which results in first-party leads on your dealership website. Here's some Ford stores for you to look at. 178 click-to-calls on this Ford store over 4 months. 42 form submissions. 220 hard goal conversions completed, $27 cost per lead, 92 cents a click, a 27x on the return on ad spend. There's a bunch of them in here for you to look at if you want to. The numbers don't lie. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram store, click-to-calls 32. We're third highest in production. 63 lead forms submitted, third highest in production. 41 click-to-chats. 116 retail process. Again, this doesn't count in the math. $30 cost per lead, $1.34 a click, $4,500 ad spend, 25x on the return with a 15% close rate. These just go on and on and on. What was that? 229 click-to-chats. 229. Customer, you've got the customer's information. Engage. 34 comm submissions. 478 retail processes started. $33 cost per lead, $1.38 a click. On a $4,500 ad spend over a 4-month bird's eye view. There's a Nissan store, 536 click to calls. This is a VDP campaign out of Southern California. And it was a hell of a campaign. I think the 4-month is right after this. It was fantastic. 225 form submissions on a VDP campaign with, I think, I don't know what this ad spend was, like $6,000 ad spend, 9,000 shoppers delivered, 761 verified goal completions, $7.88 cost per lead, 66 cents. We hit this one out of the park. I mean, literally, we just turned everything on. Here it is on the 4-month run. So same dealer, 300,000 total events. We were first highest in production. 1,421 click to calls on the VDP campaign over 4 months. 408 lead forms submitted. $13.12. That's more realistic than whatever the other one was, $8. That's a little cheap. But 50 cents a click. Here's a different Nissan store. 96 click to calls, 40 submissions, 69 retail process. Ladies and gentlemen, the numbers just go on and on and on. It doesn't matter your brand because the car speaks for itself when it's in a classified site. The customer is not coming to our classified sites by mistake. They only get to us if they are looking for a car. It's literally how they have to get there, by typing that. I invite you to join me on a live screen share. We're coming to the end of this, and I don't want to waste anybody else's time. Brian Pash, first-party leads closed 3x higher than third-party leads on average. Digital dealer, first-party phone leads results 60% higher show rate for appointments. Front-end gross, I calculated at $5,000. Nata says 48, whatever. Dealer socket CRM, contact rate 65% on first-party leads compared to 25% on third-party. Quality over quantity is what you're looking at here, and my quantity still smokes everybody. This is the end of the report. Once again, my name is Steve Tackett. I'm the systems architect. I want to thank you for joining me in the episode of Math Doesn't Lie. I welcome you to invite yourself, check me out on LinkedIn, jump on my calendar, or shoot me a text. I will answer it. This is a much better way for me to communicate with you so we can talk about your store. Let me show you what the classified sites can do. And you'll know within 48 hours if it works or not. Anyway, thank you all for your time and attention. Take care.